What if I told you, robots and AI aren't just helping us, they're starting to become our co-workers, like actually working alongside us, in offices, schools, even hospitals. Yeah, it's getting wild. And guess what? Alright, so first things first. What are we even talking about when we say AI? AI, or artificial intelligence, is basically like super smart computer brains. They're crunching massive amounts of data, learning patterns, and helping businesses do things faster, better, and sometimes even cheaper. Think about it, we've got AI writing articles, composing music, even designing products. But here's the twist that most people aren't talking about. These AI tools aren't just doing techie stuff in some dark server room, they're working people. Imagine a robot teacher helping out in the classroom, giving personalized lessons to each student, or an AI buddy assisting a doctor, analyzing medical images and helping choose the best treatment plan. This is the future we're walking into, people. But, and this is a big but, when companies only focus on the computer stuff, the algorithms, the data, the processing power, and ignore the human side of the equation, things can go very, very wrong. Let's talk about Zillow for a second. You know, the website where you go to check out houses you can't afford? Yeah, well, they tried using AI to guess house prices. The idea was that this AI would become so smart, it could predict the market better than any human realtor. So they started buying and selling homes based on what the AI told them. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. In fact, it went horribly wrong. They lost a whopping $300 million. Their stock crashed. It was a disaster. Why? Because they trusted the AI too much and didn't plan for the unpredictable human element. Things like sudden economic shifts, changing neighborhood dynamics, even just plain old bad luck. They forgot that real estate at its core is about people. And it gets worse. Let's look at Air Canada. They implemented an AI chatbot to handle customer service inquiries. Sounds like a good idea, right? Automate the boring stuff. Except their AI chatbot ended up giving incorrect and insensitive information to a person who had just lost a loved one. Ouch. That's not just a mistake, that's heartbreaking. These mistakes, these failures happened because no one at the top was thinking about feelings, emotions, or the very real human beings that AI was supposed to be helping. And that brings us to the core issue. Most company bosses today, they come from a different era. They're used to thinking about hardware, software, efficiency, the bottom line. They're focused on wires, servers, and code. You know, the tech stuff. But when AI comes into the picture, we need more than just tech talk. We need leaders who understand humans. Leaders who get that AI is just a tool, albeit a powerful one, and that its success depends on how well it integrates with us, the messy, emotional, sometimes irrational creatures that we are. We need leaders who can bridge that gap. Leaders who know how to bring people and AI together in a way that's ethical, effective, and even, dare I say, enjoyable. It's like a great coach building a dream team. They know how to get the best out of each player, blending their individual strengths into a cohesive, unstoppable force. Sadly, most companies don't have anyone like that right now. They're trying to fit square pegs into round holes, forcing old leadership styles onto a new reality, and it's not working. But there's hope. Enter the CITO. That's short for Chief Innovation and Transformation Officer. A fancy title, I know, but stick with me. This isn't just another empty buzzword for LinkedIn profiles. This is a role that's quickly becoming essential in the age of AI. The CITO is someone who mixes tech skills with people smarts. They're fluent in the language of algorithms and data sets, but they also understand the nuances of human behavior, emotions, and motivations. They know how to talk to robots and humans, bridging the communication gap that often leads to misunderstandings and costly mistakes. Think of them as the conductor of an orchestra, bringing together the diverse talents of AI and human workers to create something truly harmonious. They guide workers not just by telling them what to do, but by teaching them new skills, empowering them to adapt and thrive in this new landscape. And crucially, they help everyone feel safe and confident working alongside AI. They address fears, dispel myths, and create a culture of collaboration, not competition. These leaders are becoming superstars in companies like Pepsi, JP Chase, and even big universities who are realizing that the future belongs to those who can master this delicate balance. Chapter 5. Okay, so what does a CITO actually do on a day-to-day basis? Let's break it down. First and foremost, a CITO makes sure AI is used ethically and responsibly. They're the guardians of fairness and kindness, in a world increasingly driven by algorithms. They're constantly asking, is this AI biased? Is it treating everyone fairly? Is it being used to manipulate or exploit people? If the answer to any of these questions is even a maybe, they hit the brakes and reevaluate. Secondly, they're all about upskilling and empowering the workforce. They understand that AI will inevitably change the job landscape, but they don't see this as a threat. Instead, they see it as an opportunity to help employees learn new skills, adapt to new roles, and stay ahead of the curve. They also focus on building teamwork between people and machines. They create systems and processes that allow humans and AI to work together seamlessly, leveraging each other's strengths to achieve common goals. They're the architects of a future where humans and AI don't just coexist but actually complement and enhance each other. And finally, they're the long-term thinkers, the strategists who plan for a future where AI is deeply integrated into every aspect of our lives. They think about the big picture, the ethical implications, the societal impact of AI. They're the ones asking the tough questions, the ones making sure we don't just blindly race towards a technologically advanced future, but that we do so thoughtfully and responsibly. Chapter 6. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Did you know AI can now have personalities, like actual program personalities that shape how they interact with us? It's true, AI developers are creating AI personas, digital entities with specific traits, communication styles, and even senses of humor. You can have an AI that's a straight-talking, no-nonsense data analyst, perfect for crunching numbers and generating reports. Or you can have an AI that's a warm, empathetic listener, ideal for customer service or mental health support. There are even AI personas designed to be goofy game show hosts or witty comedians. But here's the catch. Someone needs to manage these AI personalities. Because if you have an AI that talks like a robot in customer service, people are going to get annoyed, frustrated, and maybe even switch brands. And if you have an AI therapist that's too cold or detached, it could actually be harmful to someone who's vulnerable and seeking emotional support. That's another crucial job for the CITO. They make sure AI talks the right way, acts responsibly, and stays true to its intended purpose: to help us, not creep us out. Chapter 7. Look, the world is changing fast, like really fast. AI is here, it's getting smarter every day, and it's not going anywhere. Companies that try to ignore it, that bury their heads in the sand and pretend it's just a fad, they're going to get left behind. But the companies that embrace this change, that hire the right leaders who understand both people and AI, they're the ones who are going to succeed. They're the ones who are going to shape the future. The Chief Innovation and Transformation Officer is more than just a cool title. It's the superhero job of the future. They're the ones who save companies from making huge, costly mistakes. They're the ones who help people grow and adapt to a rapidly changing world. And most importantly, they're the ones who make sure AI is used for good, that it helps us solve problems, that it enhances our lives, not replaces us. The future is here, and it's up to us to decide what we want it to look like. So next time you hear someone talk about AI taking over the world, about robots stealing our jobs, about some dystopian future where machines rule, remember this: it's not just about the tech, it's about the leaders who guide it. The future of AI isn't predetermined, it's being written right now by the choices we make, the leaders we follow, the values we prioritize, so let's choose wisely. Comment below, what job do you think AI should never do? Let's keep this conversation going. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new video about the amazing world of tech and the people who shape it.